why we say in the present tense, Muhammad Rasulullah. He is the messenger of Allah for us. Because this book remains. How do I know he existed? This book is here. How do I know he was who he says he was? This book is here. When I went to the Imam and asked him that I would to accept Islam, I said, I want to be a Muslim. He said, okay, do you believe in one God? I said, I always have. But Paul, kind of messed me up for a long period of time. Paul got me screwed up. He said, but in order to be Muslim, you have to also believe in the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So let me give you a book about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I said, you don't need to give me anything about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, except answer me a question. He said, what is that? I said, is he the one who gave us this book? And I was holding the Quran he gave me. He said, yes. And I said, he is who he says he is. I don't need anything else. If he gave us this book, he is who he says he is. So we as Muslims have an obligation to a larger, broader community we live in to show them that guidance, to give them that guidance that Allah has given us and has blessed us with. Because if we take it for granted, Allah will take it from us. The Prophet ﷺ prophesied there will come a time where the Quran will not exist on this earth anymore. It will have been forgotten. Its pages will be gone. No one will recite from it. Do not let us be the community that starts that road, that starts down that road. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says most famously in one of the most beautiful chapters of the Quran. I love it the way it starts. Allah says, تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي نَزَّلَ الْفُرْقَانَ عَلَى عَبْدِهِ لِيَكُونَ لِلْعَالَمِينَ نَذِيرًا. Beautiful, powerful verse where Allah speaks about his book. Glory be unto his slave, to his servant. Glory be to he who is revealed unto his slave. Glory, Allah praises himself. Glory be to he who is revealed unto his slave, the Furqan. A beautiful name from the Quran. The Furqan. What does Furqan mean? That which distinguishes, that which criterianizes, that which can tell you right from wrong, that which can tell you good from evil, that which can tell you yes from no, the answers to everything. And Allah refers to it as Al-Quran. It is the criterion. It is the only, the first and the last thing that you will need to decide how to live your lives. And but why do you read it? He praised it first by being a Quran. Then he says why he sent it. So that it can come to mankind a warning. So that it can come to mankind something which warns them. Warns them from what? Warns them from this road that they're heading down. Depravity, debauchery, degeneracy. Stops them. Because that's what it did for me. I was living a life of heedlessness. Not knowing who my creator was. I had abandoned religion. I had given up on God almost. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Quran as an idea, as a warning to stop. Realize your purpose. Realize your existence. As our Sheikh said before us, what is our existence? What is our purpose? To worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are someone who truly believes in Allah, and you truly believe in the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and you have read anything about his life, if you know that there are people who live around you, if you know there are people who work with you, if you know there are people who shop at your business, if you know there are people that you interact with every single day that wake up not knowing who Allah is, that should be enough for you to want to try to do something to help them. Because if you don't have that concern, then you have abandoned the entirety of the Sunnah of the Prophet. The entirety of it. Because I know we love to follow the Sunnah, right? This is important. It's important to follow the way and tradition of the Prophet ﷺ. Why? Because he was Khuluqul Quran. His character was the Quran. So we follow him, ﷺ. But what does Allah say? He commands him to say, Qul hadihi sabili. Yeah? Allah commanded, if you want to know about the Sunnah, you have to start with the Quran. And Allah says, Qul hadihi sabili. Say to them, this is my way. What was his way? I call to Allah upon basira, which means guidance, sure knowledge, revelation from Allah. Then he says, what? Me and those who follow me. And glory be to Allah, we are not from the Christian kingdom. So this should be something that is of importance to us. It should be something that is important to us. After we work on our own souls, as I said before, it should be of great importance to us to share that with other people, to share that guidance with other people. Because this was the way of not only our Prophet ﷺ, but of all of the Anbiya. When Allah speaks of all of the Anbiya in the Quran, when He speaks of Nuh, when He speaks of Musa, when He speaks of Isa, when He speaks of Dhikr, He talks about their mission of what? Calling people to Tawheed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was it. They suffered so greatly for what? Calling for Tawheed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why was Nuh turned on by his people? Calling for Tawheed. Why was Musa turned on and had war with Pharaoh and chased through the desert and had to go across the ocean? Calling to Allah. Why was Ibrahim alayhi salam thrown into the fire? Calling to Allah. Why was Isa alayhi salam attempted to be crucified by his own people? Calling to Allah. Why did the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his own family turn on him, his own city turn on him? He had to seek refuge in another city as an immigrant and have war started against him for years and years. Why? Calling to Tawheed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before that, they were all known as amazing people. They were all known as amazing. But what distinguished them, what was the Quran for them, was revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as our Shaykh said before us, one of the earliest of revelations, after Allah commanded His Prophet, Iqra, Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaqa, right after it, in telling you to worship Allah, Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, O you who is wrapped up, fa'anzir, get up and go warn them. Now you know me, you need to go tell someone else. So this is our responsibility to follow in the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ. And with that calling to Allah, because you see a lot of people involved in da'wah today, right? The da'wah scene is saturated, mashallah. It's not a bad thing, except we forget the pillars of da'wah. Just like everything in Islam. I love the fact about this religion, right? I am a systematic human being. It's just how I operate. And I love the fact that Islam is systematic. You don't have to figure anything out. There's nothing that you have to go and say, okay, let me go and try to work this out in my brain and figure out what Allah has laid it all out for us. Da'wah has to be done in a systematic manner. And the very first rule of da'wah, وَدْعُوا إِلَّا سَبِيلَ رَبِّكَ بِالْحِكْمَةِ وَالْمَوْعِظَةِ الْحَسَنَةِ وَجَادِلْهُم بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Allah has laid out for us. He gave us a command to call into His way. But He said you must do it with hikmah, with wisdom, with wisdom. Wisdom first and foremost is defined by that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. That is wisdom. He reveals wisdom. He gives wisdom and guidance. So the Quran is hikmah. But the scholars have also taught us that wisdom is to use knowledge that comes from Allah at the right place, at the right time, and with the right attitude. And what is the attitude that Allah has commanded in the Quran? Ihsan. And when you give da'wah, you give it with ihsan, meaning that your heart is in the right place. You're doing it for the right reason. You're not doing it so that you become known. Those are the very first category of people that will be thrown into hellfire. Will be the ulama who did it just to be known. Who cares if anyone knows you? It does not matter. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows you, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. If Allah knows you, subhanAllah. That's it. That's all we need. Wisdom is what is necessitated in da'wah. I'll give you a small example before I go on to my next point. Because analogies are very important. We know that because Allah uses it in His book. He uses analogies because it causes the intellect to reason with the natural order of the world it is. I travel a lot on airplanes, right? I hate them, I hate airplanes. 10 can, 36,000 feet in the sky, it's not my favorite place. But I'm on a plane for 8 hours, right? If I fly from here to London, it's 8 hours. For 8 hours, there are 250 people stuck on a plane with me, right? Guess what? I can see that as a captive audience. And get up and start going up and down the aisles, calling people to da'wah, calling people to tawheed. You either believe in Allah or you're going to burn in hell. I can do that, right? Guess what happens when I arrive in London? FBI, MI6, they're all waiting on me. They're going to give me some da'wah, all right? That's it. My da'wah career is over. It's done. I'm back. I'm on the bad list. I'm probably going to have to take a boat to get back to the United States, or they're going to give me a nice personal flight back home. Yes or no? Was that wise? You can't say anything wrong necessarily because I was thinking that. How can you say I was wrong? It was not wise. I violated the very first rule of da'wah. I made sure that was my first and last da'wah trip. So we must do it with wisdom. The second thing that must be included in our da'wah. And when I say da'wah, I mean not just calling people to Allah, but I mean all the good that we do to the community. Da'wah encompasses all of it. All the servitude to humanity. All of that, service to humanity. It must be done with rahmah, the mercy. It has to be with mercy in mind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about His messenger, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We did not send you except to be a mercy unto all of creation. A mercy. So our lives, our da'wah, our work, our communities should all be a source of mercy for the larger community around us. We should be a source of mercy in both lives, in this life and in the next life. That should be our source. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanded for His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, therefore it is then by default commanded to us. When I used to live in California for a short period of time, we used to go to Skid Row and give out, meals to people on Skid Row. And one of the things that I worked with the da'wah group there and taught them is we weren't doing direct da'wah. We weren't going and using, because we did not want